Okay, so what is up everybody on YouTube? Welcome back to yet again another video of Farming Simulator on Tubush Gaming HD. As some of you guys know, I promised to talk about Farming Simulator 17 or 2017 as I call it. So that is what we're going to do today, and we're gonna start out with the fact sheet that Giants actually gave out on their Facebook page, Farming Simulator 2017 on Facebook. So I'm taking 11 fact sheets and then I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do a walkthrough and as good as I can just to see what new things we can expect in 17. And as you guys probably already noticed, there's under a month to this game comes out. Yesterday it was a month, today it's a day under a month, so less than a month till this game comes out, so that's pretty cool. I can't wait to get it. So I already pre-ordered mine, and you can do that too and get some exclusive tractors. You can see that on Giants web page, but let's get to it. I'm just gonna start out with the numeric fact sheet number 1 to 11 that Giants gave out. So this is fact sheet number 1, as you can see, and it is a Massey Ferguson Delta 9380. It is the biggest harvester that you can get from Massey Ferguson, also in real life. So this is a pretty good harvester. You can see it has a price of 385,000 euros, so that's pretty steep, but it's okay. And the maintenance is 1580 euro a day. That's okay. The power line is 500 horsepower, pretty good. Max speed 33 kilometers, and this one has a huge fuel capacity. And if you guys want to see this harvester in real life, you can go to my other channel and you can see this harvester in real life. So I'm just gonna put a little video up there. You can click on it and go to the real video. So the tank capacity, grain capacity, is 12,500 liters, and it can actually house every crops. So, and down below you can see there is a new header for it, and the header is for sunflowers, which is a new kind of crop that you can get in this game. So the header right there has a working width on 12 meters, operating speed on 15 kilometers, and it needs a big harvester, so that's why it's on the Massey Ferguson right here, which is a very powerful harvester. It has a price on 54,000 euros, so that's pretty steep also. But that was fact sheet number 1. Let's get to fact sheet number 2. So fact sheet number 2 is this one. It is a Fendt 700 Vario. It is a tractor, as you can see, and Fendt is actually a new brand that's coming to the game this year, so that's pretty nice. I actually like Fendt. Fendt is a good tractor. I also seen some of them in real life. So this has a price on 164,000 euros, and you can actually kinda give these tractors more power. You can put some other wheels on it. These tractors are now customizable, so you can actually customize your tractor. You can put a front loader attacher, you can customize the engine, the main color, the wheels, put wide wheels on, narrow wheels, standard wheels. You can put some more horses in it, more horsepowers, and it has a max speed on 53 kilometers. So that is something new that comes to the game. You can customize your tractor with bigger wheels and so on. Down below we have a Juskin Tornado 3, which is a manure spreader. So this has a price on 49,000 euros, operating speed on 20 kilometers per hour, working with 15 meters. It's a pretty big manure spreader, and it's a good setup with the Fendt, as you can see right here in the pictures. So let's get to fact sheet number 3, which is also a new tractor to the game. This is a Stora Terrace CVT, which has a price on 226 38,000 euros. Max speed as the same as the Fendt, 53 kilometers per hour. You can customize engine, wheels, main color, rim color, standard wheel weights, and yeah, that's a pretty nice tractor, pretty big tractor. It's actually as big as the Fendt, as you saw before, but a little bit cheaper. And down below we have a Lemken Titan 11, which is one of the biggest plows that you can get in the game. And as you can see, it needs a pretty big power source on 240 horsepower, and it has a operating speed on 15 kilometers. Working with is approximately 5 meters, so that's pretty good too. So let's get going with fact sheet number 2. Also a new tractor in the game. This is a Dodge Far from the Series 9, which is the biggest series from the Dodge Far manufacturer. It has a max speed on 63 kilometers, so that's insane for a tractor this big. So the customizable things is the engine and the wheels. You can put standard wheels, wide wheels, and you can also put twin wheels on it, which is pretty cool. And it has a price of 245,000 euros. And what I'm talking about right here is actually the max speed, which is insane. You can get from A to B in a matter of seconds on this tractor, and it's pretty cool. Down under, it's driving with a Lemken Gigant 10, which has a price on 78,000 euros. Maintenance at 20 euros a day, so that's not that big, and it needs 300 horsepower to pull this. So the Dodge Far is pretty good to that. Working with on 12 meters, so that's pretty wide also. So let's get wider and let's get going with fact sheet number 5, which is the same tractor that we have in the game right now, and I don't like that tractor. That's just my opinion. It's a New Holland T8 series, so it's one of the newest series, and you can get some horses out of this piece. 435 horsepower can you get out of this. That's pretty much. And you can customize the engine, the wheels. You can put crawler track on the back, which is pretty ugly if you ask me. But yeah, enough said about that tractor. That's a New Holland. Don't like it. Okay, so down below we have a Horch Pronto, which is a pretty new seeder coming to the game. It is one of the biggest from the Horch series. So 9 meters working with, 20 kilometers per hour, and it needs 270 horsepower. So it costs about 100,000 euros. That's pretty much, but it is a good seeder. So let's get to fact sheet number 6, which is the best tractor in the world. The best tractor, or the best tractor brand. It is Massey Ferguson 5600 series, and it is a pretty cheap tractor, this one. 87,000 euros. You can get 130 horsepower out of it. Max speed 40 kilometers. Standard narrow wheels. So this is probably the one that you're going to use when you're going to spread some fertilizer on the field. As you can see right here, is done by the Carola Nicola Stiller 460 sprayer down below. It needs a required power 95 horsepower, 12 kilometers per hour, working with a 28 meters, pretty good spreader. And as I didn't say that before, but you can actually put a front loader on the Massey Ferguson. That's pretty cool. So let's get wider and let's get going with the next one right here. Fact sheet number 7, which is it's not a good tractor anymore, but it's a Valtra T series. Some years ago, Valtra was called Volvo, and that was when Valtra was a good tractor. Later on, they bought Volvo and so on, as I probably very disappointed about. But yeah, that's none of my business right now. Okay, so this is the Valtra T Series, 107,000 euro, max speed 50 kilometers, 250 horsepower. Front loader, you can put a front loader on it. Engine can you customize, standard narrow weight wheels, so that's pretty cool. And it's actually driving with a NovaCat X8 ED 301 ED, and that is a cutter or a lawn mower, as I call it, that you can put on the rear of the tractor. I don't know why they put it on the rear of the tractor. If I were them, I would put it on the front. That's a little bit strange, but you can actually, as you can see in the cockpit right there, you can turn the seat around and you can actually look backwards. So that's probably why they did that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Also, let's get wider and let's get going to number 8. Fact sheet number 8, once again a blue tractor, New Holland shitty piece, New Holland T5. It has a starting price on 110,000 euros, 40 kilometers in top speed, standard narrow wheels. So this is actually the same kind of tractor as the Massey Ferguson, same category, if you can say that. Also put a front loader on this, and it's actually out with the tether down below, tether Vicon Phoenix 604, which has a operating speed of 19 kilometers, working with 6 meters. So let's get going with fact sheet number 9, which comes right here, which is the Valtra N series. A little smaller tractor than the other one that we looked on just some minutes ago. You can also put a front load on this, max speed 50 kilometers, 185 horsepower can you get out of this. Starting price $190,000, so that's pretty insane. And it's going with the windrower down below, the Lely Hibiscus 1515 CD Profi. Working with 15 meters, operating speed 18 kilometers. It doesn't need that much power, 110 horsepower. So let's get going with the next one, which is fact sheet number 10. And this is probably going to be my most common tractor in the game. The Fendt 900 Variro. It's a nice tractor. It's one of the best tractor in real life. It just keeps on going. Good quality, nice cabin, not much noise when you're sitting in the cabin. Okay, so this tractor has a max speed of 60 kilometers, which is pretty good. Starting price 272,000 euros. You can get 390 horsepower out of this masterpiece right here. You can customize the engine, wheels, main color. You can put another color on it, so you can put standard wheels, wide wheel. You can also put twin wheels on this. I'm definitely gonna use that. And it's running with the loading wagon Lely Tigo XR 75D. Starting price $112,000. Maintenance 90 euros a day, and 112,000 euros at starting price, not dollars. 20 kilometers operating speed, and it needs a power line of 200 horsepower. So the Fendt is pretty good with this. I don't know yet, but I surely hope that Giants is going to bring the newest Fendt to Farming Simulator, and that is going to be the Fendt 1000 series. 1050 Variro. That is the most amazing tractor. It hasn't come to the market yet, but it definitely will come later on this year or early next year. I don't know yet, but I'm looking forward to that, because that is a pretty big tractor with more than 400 horsepower, so that is pretty cool. And enough said about that. Let's get going to the last fact sheet that I've got from this round of facts from Farming Simulator 17. So we're gonna take fact sheet number 11, and guess what? We also have a Fendt right here. That is the Fendt 300 Variro, which has a starting price 111,000 euros, maintenance 100 euros a day, 40 kilometers per hour, max speed. Power range, it gains up to 138 horsepower. That's pretty cool. You can put a front loader on this, as you can see. You can customize the engine, wheels, main color, standard narrow wheels can you put on it. Pretty cool looking tractor. A little tractor, but it's still a cool tractor. I'm definitely gonna buy one of these when I get the new Farming Simulator. And down under we have something more amazing. That is actually something from the baling technology. It's a stacker for the baling. When you're gonna bale out in the field, you can actually drive this over the field, pick up the bales, and then it's going to stack the bales as you want it. So that is pretty cool, and I'm gonna try that out in a month, I promise you guys. So it has a tank capacity on 3 bales. That is as much as you can put, as you can stack in with this equipment right here. So that's pretty cool also. And yeah, so this was actually the last fact sheet that I've got right now. So I hope you liked this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you can't wait to get Farming Simulator 2017, you can get me a comment down below. For I don't want to be the only one who's just waiting for it. So let me know if you're waiting for it. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know further. There's going to be some good videos on this channel when the new Farming Simulator comes out. I'm gonna find a way to earn some quick money in the game. And yeah, so I know you guys like that. So once again, Two Bush Gaming HD is going to turn off now. Bye guys.